The comment that was attributed to you, that the government and Eskom are turning mining in South Africa into a lottery. Could you elaborate on that?
Well, Martin, it's, when you're into mining business in South Africa, you're talking big infrastructure and a long time. In other words, you're doing long-term planning for more than 10 years. And you have to know what the electricity price is going to be in 10 years. And factor it into your planning and factor into your financials. When you do a feasibility study in South Africa, one thing that'll come out very strongly is what is the cost of electricity. And if there's a big risk factor around that, then it won't actually pass through a bankable feasibility study.
If you had more clarity on power and costs and going forward, are there other opportunities with South Africa out of the question?
South Africa has a few things counting against it. If you go offshore, you'll be looking at open pits or maybe bulk underground mining with less labour. And less labour is not something to focus on, but of course it's a safety issue as well. The more people you got underground, the more likely you are to hurt somebody. And unfortunately, you don't have that situation in South Africa. And there's a few places where we still have good projects underground. In Evander, good projects underground. But really, once you have to make that decision of a 10-year mine life, we get back into the electricity discussion. So are we going to do it? Are we going to invest in an Evander, or are we going to invest in a Wafi-Golpu? And a Wafi-Golpu, big bulk underground mining is probably the way to go.